Spot right there. You was great in
I'm
Us.
the next Lupita.
The movie was but you was a great girl.
Baby, is it yours?
Your baby. And you know that's your child.
Crossover.
Yeah.
How can you deny your child from being loved? Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
All right.
Oh
Please.
shit, I like that one.
Cut.
Please get that countdown.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're back at it. Nate's over here having fun with my Thanos figure. Over here spreading his legs open like Ant-Man's about to slap at that ass.
Hey, man,
What is wrong with you? And the internet.
What's wrong with the internet? Yeah, man. I'm just reporting on
The
behalf
internet
of
is
the
a
internet.
dark place, okay?
It's a dark, disturbing, disgusting place, okay? And the heroes will do what is necessary to survive, okay? We will do what is necessary to win.
Who's supposed
Whatever
to be the
it takes.
heroes?
Whatever it takes.
Are you part of the heroes here?
You ain't see him in the previews? In the trailers?
Okay.
Whatever it takes.
You're supposed to be a hero?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just in the background like, whatever it takes.
Or you were like that one episode of Brian Griffin where he was like, I was in a movie, and it was like 1 second where he was just looking back and forth.
Yeah, man, that's me. That's me, man.
He'll put that on his resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in the end game.
End game.
Hey,
I
I
was
would
in the
I would
end
love
game.
to be an extra on somebody's
Oh,
set.
Really? To
my
be
God.
extra?
To be an
Yeah.
extra in the end game? You know how much leave I would burn?
Just so you can make it to LA to
Hell yeah.
shoot.
Hell yeah.
But think about it though, like you're an extra. You got to know something was going on, like run over here or you're dying. You know what I mean? You come and
Or
report
play
that.
dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You know,
I
you're
would
just
love
like-
to die. I would die for Endgame.
I'd probably be so extra. They'd be like, okay, extra, you're dead. I'd be like,
Like
Trying to
goddamn, this
act.
woman's amazing.
yeah,
Put her in the movie.
Ah!
you're
More
hired.
scenes.
You're hired.
Kara, welcome back.
I'm back, guys.
Yeah, you took last week off due to educational purposes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must be
Education
some kind
is
of
important, kids. Stay in school.
You must be some kind of academic superstar, huh?
I must be.
How was I thank Matt for last week. How was his flight back?
He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he was good, man. That whole trip was a hell of a surprise, man.
He actually sleeps on flights, so I think he's good.
Yeah,
You
Nate's
know, some
birthday
people
last
can't
week.
see- yeah. Nate had no idea.
No idea, none.
We're
no
at
idea.
the airport, and he's still confused.
I'm still confused.
What are we here for? Who's coming in? Alaska Airlines. What are we waiting here for?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Still confused.
I'm like, okay, I think I have a general idea, but I don't know though.
We're literally like airplanes are like flying right above our car, and Nate's like, "What are we doing?" I'm okay, but you
I'm
know
like,
what?
are we about to go on a trip?
That made it better
true.
because he just kind of. All I did was tell him we have plans for your birthday the whole weekend. Just go with the flow, and he did.
Yeah,
He wasn't like, "What are we doing? Why are we doing
like,
this?"
She's like, take these weird ass dates off of work. I'm like, okay.
and he didn't ask questions, so it made
Just
it better
click
'cause
buttons.
I could actually surprise him because he was just not prying and asking too many questions and stuff.
That was
He
cool.
couldn't do that for me.
Nah.
Because I'd be like, who's coming? Where we going? What time? What do I need to wear? How do I do my makeup? How do I do my hair? I would be asking too many questions.
Opposites attract, as they say.
Ugh.
You ready to get this thing started?
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we got to start off with something a little bit different. Give me a quick second. I have two. No, not that one, motherfucker. Go back.
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
Boo.
Stand by. All right, y'all ready to do this?
Boo.
Let's do it.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, wait. I recant my boo.
I'm so excited. Wait.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not
We're in there.
excited.
All right, so last week we left off the podcast.
Like an hour after. Man.
Literally an hour after Nate was like, "Hey, Nipsey got shot," and I was like, "Whoa!" So I'm on Twitter trying to get the latest news, refreshing every couple seconds. Eventually, everybody knows what happened here.
Yeah.
The man passed away, untimely death. I'll just take the thoughts around the room. We come back around to me. So Nate, I'll give it to you first.
Yeah, so my main thing with Nipsey was Victory Lap, when that shit came out, right? I was deployed. I was in Kuwait, and I was like, all right, let me check this out. I had like medium expectations for it, I guess. But it was amazing, man. The album was amazing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I listened to it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And anybody that's ever been, fortunate enough to be deployed in a situation where they can download music and listen to it and not have to worry about, staying alive or whatever, has been in that situation where like you're bored out of your mind, you're lonely, you're homesick, you're all kinds of different things. And music is a really big thing that takes that carries you through that experience. And Victory Lap was one of those albums that helped me do that. So that's why, like, when I read it, it was like a real firm shot to the gut. Immediately, I was like, damn, not Nipsey, man, not Nipsey, like. And then everybody that's listening, they've been they already know what's up with Nipsey. Like he was a real positive figure. He was like he was like the why Nipsey. You know what I mean? Like why Nipsey? Out of everybody, out of all kinds of different figures in music, like he was the last one that deserved it.
Extremely well respected.
Yeah, like just ugh, trash, man. I kept it together because I was with my brother. I was with Kyra, who, no offense to her at all, never really listened to Nipsey before that, and that's a relevant perspective to have
share
on
about
the
a lot
situation.
Of people.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of people that, no judgment at all. Their first acknowledgement of Nipsey was who just died. I don't understand. You know what I mean? And then my brother was in that same situation, and Kyra was in the same situation where Nipsey wasn't really he wasn't a regular on their playlist, so they were both kind of like, who is this guy? What is everybody talking about? What happened? I don't understand. So they weren't in the same situation as me, but I was crushed. So I tried not to make too big of a deal out of it. But unfortunately in hip hop, I feel like artists pass away more frequently than in other genres, and that's its own. That could be its own podcast if we really want to talk about that. But it is what it is, and I was pretty devastated by it, man. Like for real, that shit sucked.
Kyra, I know you didn't know much about the guy, but
I've heard a couple.
The man
of
was 33,
songs.
Young.
Just to be that
she had
young.
Children.
Kids.
Yeah.
And then now he's got a widow. They were together.
Yeah, Lauren London.
Yeah, but
yeah, and those pictures,
I
man,
can't
heartbreaking.
imagine the type.
He looks so royal in those photos, man. With him and her, like, man. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I just can't imagine like the type of hurt she probably is feeling right now, because like that was, according to the articles that I read, she really loved him. They loved each other. They got kids together.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
just like to be in that position where you have to bury the love of your life. It has to hurt for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the basically the man was killed out of jealousy, anger, from a particular situation that the killer was put in. Nipsey, like we talking to Pat today, my cousin Pat, on the podcast from time to time, and he said that pretty much, and I know the story that the guy showed up at Nipsey's establishment, his business, and he said, hey, you're pretty much basically a snitch. I don't really want you around here, so could you please leave? It was cool. We left, came back, shot the man a couple times, 65 times body, one in the head, then kicked his ass after that too.
Well, I read an article that said that he shot him twice, turned around to walk away, but Nipsey, being the person that he is,
said something.
Yeah,
because he wasn't about to just lie down.
The
and
guy
be like,
turned around
you should
and
have
shot
gone for
him
the head.
an additional
You know what I mean?
3 to 4 times.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so
just out of pure anger and hatred, just like.
They got his ass
him.
though. So like, if anybody that hasn't been following, like, they got his ass. Like he's
Well, they're
he's
saying
done.
that
He's
Nipsey
done,
was
you know
like,
what I
"You
mean?
shot me, but you ain't get me. I'm good." And the guy was like, "Oh, you good?" Turned around.
Is that what the
shot
article
him.
said?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't know that. That honestly,
I don't question that.
Yeah,
but
I don't
have-
question it. I don't
yeah,
question it.
I don't question it, but that's
Sounds like something Nipsey would say because he's not.
Afraid of nobody.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid of shit. And I've also read articles about different artists who came out and said that they basically gave Nipsey advice saying like, you should not hang out where you grew up. You know what I mean?
and that's another angle of it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But
Like
yeah.
Giving
like,
back to the
yeah,
community you
yeah,
grew
yeah,
up in,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
rough areas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was just he got that advice and he basically just disregarded it, and it just said and
Because he never
and
forgot where he came from.
yeah, it wasn't any kind of like. I mean, if you really want to be like a dark troll about it, you could say like Nipsey should have heeded that advice or whatever. But honestly, he was coming from a good place where he was like, I'm not gonna let where I'm from. I'm not gonna hide exactly what you said. What did you say? You said
He never forgot where he came
he never
from.
forgot where he came from, and he never left where he came from. So he wasn't afraid to go back where he came from.
Now,
Where he came from just didn't respect him the way that they should have.
well, that was one individual acting solely. It wasn't like
Yeah, exactly.
a gang hit or
Exactly,
something like that.
exactly.
So the thing about this is that as far as the future, when it comes to not just rappers but athletes, anybody in a
Right.
celebrity position
Yeah.
with
It may influence
some money behind them. Yeah. People look at Nipsey's story and be like, look, that man's doing the right thing. Still got shot up in his own place. It's almost like I love you from afar. Like everybody's got family members. Like, look, I don't need, I can't have you here, but I love you from afar.
It's admiration from a distance, man.
Yeah. And I think you may see a lot more of that because
Yeah.
nobody's trying to get killed at 37. Got 2 kids back at the house and a wife because I'm trying to give back, and y'all motherfuckers out here killing me over jealousy and anger. That's fucked up. So do you keep it real for your community or do you keep it alive for yourself and your family? Is it worth actually going back, opening up stores and doing, trying to put business back in your
Create
people?
jobs.
Yeah.
Give
And
opportunities.
then
Because all that
they
does-
may not. Go ahead.
Yeah, because all that does at the end of the day, I mean, you're doing great things, but it also creates silent enemies too.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine.
It makes people
exactly what
hate you.
happened,
Yeah. Imagine.
Exactly.
Imagine you're like in the community. You're in the conversation, man. And then like off the record, people are talking to you saying like, I don't know if I want to go back where I came from. You know what I mean? At this point, after this story, like you got to respect that. And I say like off the record because people probably aren't willing to. A lot of people probably aren't willing to go on the record saying like I'm gonna avoid where I came from.
Nobody's gonna come out and
You
say
know
that.
what I mean? Yeah.
Like,
Unless-
in those words,
It's
at
the
Yeah,
least.
fact
not in-
that
not
he
in
was
those
shot
words.
and killed says more about the killer than it does about Nipsey, though.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
no, he's universally not.
Who has that much hate in their heart that they look at somebody else like you not trying to
There's
get
at
your,
least one.
You're
There's
not
always,
trying
there's
to,
always people
but
out
it
there,
just
plenty.
makes no sense. Like how if you really want things in life, who has the time to be worried about what somebody else is doing? I don't care what anybody else is doing. I'm working on me and what I'm trying to do with my life and my future.
Yeah, but Kyrie, you're a positive person, and you have goals and ambitions.
Yeah, just like
do.
Nipsey did, man.
Yeah, but some people don't. A lot of people, obviously, this situation.
I mean, that's just like a specific mentality. It's kind of crazy that
Yeah,
people
so
are like
so
that.
that's what makes this story darker than most. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
no disrespect to Triple X, no disrespect to the countless others, way too fucking many rappers that have
Yeah,
been,
young.
it's a
that
podcast
have
in its
been-
own day.
yeah, that have been
You shoot
shot.
me and I'm 70,
that have been-
I'm
that have
good.
been-
I
that have
probably
been
live
killed.
a decent life. But
You know
to
what I
die
mean?
in my 30s,
Yeah, but this one hurts special. You know what I mean? This is a special kind of hurt because of like what he was doing.
I can
So
empathize.
one of the things that came out after
I
he
don't
got
always
shot
get those
was
confused.
the commissioner of the LAPD.
Yeah, that's my next
Actually,
point.
yeah, he
Yeah.
came out and said like I read the report and I was just like I read it again and I read it again and I read it again. Like I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty close to what his actual quote was.
he was devastated.
Yeah,
by
and
the
he was
death.
like, I was devastated. I was like, not Nipsey. This is somebody. They were going to meet like the next day
Yeah, talk about
to talk about
better ways for the community.
how to help the community. And he was just like, I could not believe what I was reading. He was somebody that was trying to make a difference. I barely paraphrased that quote. Like,
Nah, you
barely.
summed it up pretty well, though.
Like,
We
it
don't
was
have it
pretty
word for
accurate.
word memorized,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
the
that was
world
good.
is a terrible place, man.
It can be. It can also be. I mean,
It can be a good place.
what
but it
Nipsey was
can
doing
also
was
be
great things, but it came
Yeah,
at
he
a
was doing
terrible
a lot
price.
of great things, man. And then the lyrics in Victory Lap were so goddamn positive too, man. He wasn't
Speaking of Victory Lap, by the way, #1 album on iTunes.
right now.
Had 57 million streams this past week.
Good. It should have been #1 when it dropped, man. It was that
Agreed.
fucking good.
The very first
It was
podcast.
that fucking good. It should have won a Grammy. It should have won Best Rap Album.
Yeah.
Not even. We were saying that shit before he died, man.
Yep.
When you know what I mean? When the categories drop, when the category the nominations dropped, and then we understood why Cardi B won it, but we were saying it from day one, like, oh no, Nipsey should win it. He ain't gonna win it, but he should win it. We were saying that from day one, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all were, man.
The very first podcast, Nate, you were going for this one, but it was me, Nell, and Pat. And one of the topics we talked about in there was Victory Lap. That was the very first podcast we did. Yeah, go check it out. We actually rated the album, reviewed it. So it's just it's crazy.
It's a great album,
almost like
man.
almost a year to the
Great
day
album,
this shit
man.
happens. It's wild. But
Play
I
it
want
all
to
the time.
get to this meme and just
Yeah.
talk about this right here. It's
Go
not really
ahead.
mean, but
Go ahead, read it
yeah,
up.
success tips from Nipsey Hussle. So this is for everybody, whatever path in life you choose. Control your time wisely. Use every minute wisely. That's #1. #2, create a plan, then attack it. A dream without a plan is a wish.
Facts.
#3, don't expect from others, put in your own work. And that also goes with him, starting stores that he was doing in his community. #4, don't let your past create your future. Everyone could change. Nipsey's past, being a gang member,
Affiliated
to
and
doing better and not just himself but the people around him, and trying to do good for the community. And his work is still going to be what he's done. It's still great stuff. It's going to live on forever. Now, there's something else I want to talk about. Yeah, absolutely.
Just dead.
Now, I feel like we have to address this quickly, and I don't want to talk this too long because I think
Yeah, go ahead, man.
all in agreement with this one.
Yeah.
There's a conspiracy around why he died, as far as the documentary he was working on.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'll let,
so
and
he,
I'll let Nate take that one over.
So he was working on a documentary with an herbologist, right? Who, tell me if I'm wrong. He basically claimed to like have the cures for cancer or something along those lines.
Cancer and AIDS, or
Cancer
maybe
and
it's AIDS.
Yeah, like he this
An herbologist? What's
herbologist. He is not a
He
doctor
has
that
no-
if you cited his work in a college article,
that? It would
you
be
would
a
be
farce.
you would be discredited.
Okay.
You would get marked down for lack of credibility.
Okay.
Right. So but Nipsey, what's interesting about this, to the credit of the conspiracy theorists or whatever, is that when Nipsey was making a documentary about this dude, and he said, he came out in a quote in an interview saying, like, if they kill me for this,
Ride for me.
yeah, ride for me, right? Which is not directly related, but it obviously is going to get brought up after the fact that he got killed. So when he got murdered, a lot of people were talking about that quote, the documentary he was working on, which was picked up by Nick Cannon, actually.
Yeah, Nick Cannon's going to finish the work.
Yeah, and a lot of people
I like Nick Cannon too.
The man works hard.
Yeah,
I would say that.
I don't really think anybody has anything truly bad to say about Nick Cannon, outside of like
He's the
Mariah
first
Carey
person to
fans.
do it, too, though.
yeah, trolls.
Yeah.
Or,
But even
or
Mariah Carey
Mariah
likes
Carey.
Nick still. They're
Yeah. All right, back to it. What you got?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So long story short, there are some conspiracy theories about his death that
He
are.
was killed because they found a cure for cancer.
He was killed because he was promoting an herbologist who claimed to have a cure, who was a conspiracy theorist basically, and just like a lot of rappers, Nipsey, he bought into a lot of these type of methodologies, and he was promoting it, and then he got killed. Right, so there's a lot of people that are connecting those dots, whether or not they're relevant or not, whether or not it's real or not. They made those connections, and they said that the government killed Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
I don't
Because the
believe that the
herbologist
government
found a
killed
cure-
Nipsey
no.
Hussle. No.
So a couple things. I'm gonna take
No,
it
I
from Nate right
believe-
here.
Black
believe-
man
yeah,
who was
go-
angry about another black man from the same hood who came up in the
Hey, Kyra.
world. Who a black man who was angry at another black man who came up in the world and disappointed probably in himself. This probably has way more to do with himself than it had to do with Nipsey Hussle.
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 You
I'm
keep
sorry, I
doing
keep
that.
saying
No,
it.
it's all good.
It was out of anger and jealousy, in my opinion.
So 2 things. One, as far as Dr. Sebi, his work's been on YouTube for many, many years.
I'll probably
So
watch
that's-
it too.
Yeah, that's strike number 1. Number 2, you don't make a martyr out of somebody if you want to destroy somebody's work. You go for the work itself.
Right.
If the work was being removed off of YouTube, then that's one thing. But it's not. It's still there. Now, number 3, this guy, for people who didn't even know who he was, now they know who he is. So that makes him even bigger than before as far as Dr. Sebi.
because
Yeah.
Nipsey's dead.
Yeah.
So-
So,
so
if your
it's-
strategy is to fight against the conspiracy, you had a really poor blueprint to do so by killing Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, if the next guy's working on it dies in some strange way,
Yeah.
okay, well, then we'll have the
At
conversation.
that
Working on
point- at that
using
point,
what, marijuana plant as a cure for cancer.
I don't know I don't know, man. 'Cause
I'm not,
I
feeling,
need
I'm not
to
feeling
have-
his work, but we can look it up.
I
Yeah.
need to have more background.
Yeah, we'll
because
look up this dude's work.
No.
We'll look up this dude's work.
cancer is a genetic mutation. Weed is not going to fix a genetic mutation.
Well, we're not talking
Hold on.
science. We're not
Yeah.
talking science here. We're just
Okay,
talking
I'm
about
sorry. It's just
the presentation of the work. We know how much you love the subject of that, but now we're talking about this, the work
You know,
itself.
I'm a science nerd. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to
Not at all. I
You
would
know,
never
to
disrespect
Nipsey, man.
someone who passed away. Like you.
But it's good that we need to attack the problem for what it is and
Right.
not mask it to be something else.
Yeah,
The fact is, the man was killed
the fact
by
is,
another
yeah.
another black man that was mad at him about shit.
Right.
You've
And
heard
it was more personal to. And from what I've read, it seemed more personal than anything.
right.
Yeah, man.
It
but
wasn't
they
like
got his
business
ass, man.
related.
They got his ass, and
It wasn't a gang hit, nothing like that.
Exactly. It was just like a dude who was mad at Nipsey.
They got his ass, and he's gonna get got, man. They could have a jury full of black jurors, man, and they're still that like.
Oh, no.
Like justice is gonna be served in this case. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that dude's done.
Like he's
Now
done.
what are
He's
you
fucking done.
now? You're gonna take away this man who's doing so much for your hood, for your hood, creating jobs in your hood, opportunities in your hood.
You're not
It
saying-
makes no
yeah,
logical
you're
sense
not-
to
you're not-
take somebody. If anything,
Yeah.
I would be trying to ride the coattails.
You're not dealing with a logical person.
Yeah, no.
I would be trying to ride Nipsey's coattails right up to the top with him.
And that's
I
what
would be
sucks.
following his
That's
every
what
move
that's what
as far
sucks
as
about
business.
the environment that you're talking about is that all it takes, because you got a lot, you got a lot of people who have violent tendencies, right? It only takes one that's willing to act on it. One
True.
in a population of thousands.
I just
Like
people
yeah,
are
that's
crazy.
that goes back to what Rick was
Yeah.
talking about. The people that are going to like assess the situation and be like, you know what, I'm probably going to step back away from where I'm from, and I'm probably going to try to, if I want to try to help
From
where
a
I'm
distance?
from, it's going to
I'ma
be
send
from
a
a
check.
distance, man. It's going to be from a
Yeah,
distance.
send a check to a community center,
Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah, because Nipsey refused to do it from a distance, man, and unfortunately he got fucking killed for it.
Yeah, rest in peace, Nipsey.
Rest in peace, Nipsey. I want to show you this next picture too. I thought it was pretty
Go
dope.
ahead.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's so
That's
fucking
the guy
California,
who
man.
that's the guy who did it right there.
I would assume so, but I know this exists right
That is
here.
really nice.
Yeah, and check this out though. They're trying to rename the street that he died on. Nipsey Hussle Boulevard, I believe. So,
Probably will, man. It'll
Yeah,
probably get approved. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
for
got
sure.
the LA, you got
If
the
mayor,
LAPD.
if the mayor gets
the
involved, he can
commissioner of the
definitely do it.
LAPD that is devastated by it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how often do you hear the commissioner of the police department of a city where a rapper was killed express
Never.
like
Yeah. I can't think of one.
Me
yeah.
either.
That's why this is a little bit.
That's
This
really
is
nice
different.
to
This is
have that
different than
picture.
on what again. Like I've said it again and again. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of cases where this type of thing has happened. This is special. This is different. This hurts more than most cases because of the circumstances, because of what he was doing, because of who he was. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's not even to mention the fact that his music was fucking awesome. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I
we
mean?
just been talking about the person behind it, but his
Right.
music
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah,
man.
his music was
yeah.
amazing. So as a fan, I'm devastated too because you know what I mean? It's almost
I
exclusive to
wonder
hip
if he
hop.
has
But imagine
like a database of music
yeah.
he hasn't released. Yet.
imagine if to you pop fans or whatever. Like imagine if Adele died of a heart condition. You'd be
Oh,
sad as
my
shit.
God.
You'd be sad as shit.
The world would go crazy. if
Yeah,
Adele
you'd be
died.
sad as shit because her great music wasn't going to continue anymore. There's a lot of rap fans that feel that way about Nipsey Hussle because like he had so much more. He was going to continue to make good music, man. Everybody knows it. He never spit a whack verse in his life, man. Like he wasn't going to.
Can you turn it around towards you?
Oh, we got the incense. You can sit on the ground if you want
it
to.
just
You're
hurts
good.
my eyes a little bit because
You're good.
makes my eyes.
First time I ever heard of Nipsey's when he I'm a huge fan of West Coast music. First time I heard of Nipsey was when he did the Howard University homecoming. Yeah, about a decade or so ago. So if it's I've been following his career, and it's devastating, man. R.I.P. baby.
R.I.P. Let's keep it moving.
All right, you ready to do this?
Let's get it.
All right, we got a full 20 memes. We're gonna get to it.
Let's lighten the mood, like she said.
Let's lighten the mood. Okay, so let's start with this first one right here.
Oh God.
All right, Nate. So I got something to ask you. You had some beef on the internet, and I saw this from afar, and I just watched it.
It
I
was
meant
a
to put
real
this on the
beef,
last.
man. I said, "Don't at me. I'm gonna be pretty forever." That's what I said. You gonna call it real beef? That ain't real beef. I'm just saying, like, the post that I shared, and that's where you took them pics from.
Right.
Is that
I put a little collage together?
Yeah.
Why people say like when you
you get a tattoo?
What are your tattoos gonna look like when you get old?
Fucking awesome.
Pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah,
First of all,
absolutely.
they're gonna look fucking great. If they're great tattoos, they're gonna look great later. Second of all, how are you gonna look when you're 70 years old? Old and disgusting. Just
Whether
like
you
I would
have
look.
tattoos or not.
Just like I would look if I didn't have any tattoos. Exactly. That's ain't nobody looked at like an old person and been like, "Oh God, you look old and gross," but thank God you don't have any tattoos, because you know what I mean.
You would have
Like,
looked much worse.
yeah, like it's not a thing. It's not a damn thing, man.
I'm sorry, but this old man in the bottom,
This tattoo's a dope.
he can kind of get it though.
We ain't doing all that.
Hey, but it's still relevant, man. We
have
have to allow this conversation to happen.
That has to happen. That's true.
We have a straight female commentating about a tattooed man who's clearly in his 70s.
I'm just saying, if you
late
age,
60s, 70s.
if you age like this man in the picture with the tattoos, we gonna be good.
He's still getting his dick wet.
Ew.
And the tattoos,
say it
the
like
color
that?
too. I mean, yeah, it looks
Right?
great.
Like he don't even need.
Why you say it like that?
touch-ups.
Wait, this is raw shit out here.
He don't even need touch-ups or nothing. Like
Nah,
it's
that's
still
good shit.
vibrant.
You got an old girl right here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers look nice too.
Actually, I've seen her before in a lot of other work too.
She's
You
probably
have?
famous for looking great as shit, man. For being
80.
yeah, like old.
Then you got an old girl up here. I don't know where she at.
I don't know,
Somewhere,
man.
but-
I swear to
like
God.
it.
Yeah.
And the thing, and what's interesting about the top right picture is that so the bottom right and the left, they look like models, right? They look like exclusively like older models.
This is a professional picture
Yeah,
for sure.
what I
that's
mean?
clearly
Yeah,
a
professional
picture.
Like-
Somebody just took this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
like,
Walmart.
Like you could go to Target and find that woman. You know what I mean?
Maybe not Target.
Well, I'm just saying.
What, this woman right here?
Yeah, maybe Walmart or.
Nah, she'd probably be a Target.
She
I
could
mean,
be
I
a
see a lot of
Target.
red behind there. Who knows
Yeah.
that's that?
It's clearly a grocery store.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Regardless of the fact.
take away my
I like
point,
her
Kyra.
tattoos.
Regardless
She
of the
looks
That
fact.
doesn't take away my point.
I got
My
a few
point-
myself. It's going to look great forever.
My point
You
is
see right there.
Yeah, my point is that you could find that woman in regular life.
The
You know what I
problem
mean?
is-
And she looks great. She
I
looks
see what
great.
he's talking about. Like, it's
She-
more, yeah,
and,
yeah.
And even if you want to make the argument, let me finish this.
You've been
And-
talking the whole damn time, not letting nobody get one word in.
Hey, I'm gonna just get
Damn.
one more word.
It's like Kyra's watching Kyra in the
I've
mirror.
been waiting to say that this whole time. Say it again, Ricky. What'd you say?
It's like Kyra looking at Kyra in the mirror. It's
Hey,
like a
baby.
picture of Spider-Man where you both point at each other.
You think I talk? No,
Hey.
Nate can talk. Y'all tripping and
Kyra,
y'all.
go ahead. Say what
Hey,
you're into.
the
Go
floor
ahead.
is yours.
It's about even without tattoos, you have to take care of your skin.
That's
And
true.
if you take care of your skin, even more so with tattoos, moisturizing, making sure you're using moisturizing soaps and stuff.
What kind of soap? What kind of lotions?
Anything that is moisturizing,
Anything,
something
man.
that has some
A
type
lot of
of
white
oil
people don't
in
use
it.
lotion.
They
man.
don't moisturize, so then when they
Bad
get
news.
older, they have tattoos. They start to look saggy and wrinkly. But if you moisturize and take care of your skin from the moment you get the tattoo,
Maybe run, sweat, lift some weights.
right?
Yeah.
Take care of your body, take care of your skin. Your tattoos will look nice well into your old age.
Exactly. Just
It's
take
all
care.
about
Just take care of your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tattoos are not. Take care of your body.
I love
man.
tattoos. Next me.
Love them. All right, read it.
All right. So Ryan K. Smith up here. These rings let you feel your partner's heartbeat from anywhere in the world.
Ooh.
So what we got down here? FaceTime me right now, Marcus. I know you're resting heart rate, and this ain't it. You running at 3 a.m.? Ooh. That's some Black Mirror shit right there, baby.
Wait, for a minute. I was like, that sounds kind of cool. And then I read that, and I'm like, maybe not.
Well, hold a second now. We can dive a little deep into that statement you just made right there.
Yeah. No, Ryan, if he was smart, he would.
I don't need to go
He
to
would
prison
say,
for
I don't
murder."
like to sleep in my rings. I take them off at 10 p.m. every night.
Or he puts it on his dog's tail or something like that.
Something
His
like
dog's tail.
I don't know.
What the hell?
Put it on the animal.
that. Yeah. He's on a business trip. He leaves them at home. Like Ryan ain't gotta be subjected to this.
Set the oven to 98.6 degrees.
If Jamila catches Ryan on this shit, it's because Ryan didn't think very hard, man.
Jamila Lemieux. It's an interesting name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Yeah, she is.
She's smart.
Who's willing to buy these?
No.
Nate don't even wear regular ring. He loses every ring I've ever bought him.
This thing right here, this ring is like a boomerang. I've lost it for a month and it always comes back to me.
It always comes back. Yeah, Nate lost his and it never came back.
Just get it tatted.
That's what we plan to do.
Yeah, but it'll look gross when I'm old.
Shut
Next
up.
meme. All right, so you know this is Avengers. We got Avengers month right here, so this will be a couple
Which
Avengers
blown
memes in
lead
here.
was worse, Rick? When Matt Ryan and the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead, because that was bad.
That was look at that face. He knew it.
Or the Avengers
Look, he's
when
like,
they blew
"Damn it.
a
Damn it."
4 Infinity Stone lead.
That's true.
That's fair to ask. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Falcons did it worse.
I gotta go with the world stakes are right here. This game, yeah, it happened. It sucked, but outside of Atlanta, did anyone really feel bad for them?
No.
I didn't.
You know, you saying the whole world
I
felt bad for
am-
the Avengers?
I am
Yeah, because
still.
half of them got dusted away,
Yeah, I did.
I have
including Matt Ryan. You got dusted away too.
Yeah.
y'all.
He didn't survive. You know damn well Matt Ryan didn't survive the
Hell
snap.
nah, fuck no.
Yeah, Tom Brady did.
Falcon got his wings clipped,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
I'm
KD did too. He joined Thanos, man. He was like Team Thanos. Like, he ready
I'm
to go.
still fucking pissed at Peter Quill. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Star
Because I
Asshole.
felt some type
motherfucker.
of way when he kind of went off. They almost had the freaking glove.
It was off. If you look at it, Spider-Man had it off.
And then
he-
Peter Quill got mad because of
Boom. Zamora.
Zamora.
Gamora.
Gamora?
Yeah, Zoe.
Sodom and Gomorrah?
You know,
You
we're
put Zoe
thinking.
with Gamora
Yeah,
together.
we did.
It says,
That
It's
was my
Gamora.
fault. No,
You
it's
said
Zamora.
that.
I
It's
said
Gamora.
Zamora.
Zoe Saldana,
You're
whatever,
right.
with the green
That's
face.
exactly what I did. I put
When
Zoe
Peter
Saldana and
Quill-
Gamora to
Yeah, you
Peter
did.
them
Quill
together.
had to
Fusion.
just control his anger
Yeah.
for another
Hey,
15
she was bad
seconds.
for a green girl, man. Sorry.
It really, like, you remember watching that, like, oh my God, no, Peter! And
Everybody
even
felt that way.
Everybody was like, no.
Everybody felt that way.
the gauntlet
Hey.
was off.
Yeah,
It
you know what?
was.
It
You
was
know what?
off. He couldn't. Thanos reached for it again and
Yeah,
put it back
I'm
on.
gonna give a preemptive shout out to Peter Gunn because I assume that he can redeem that character because everybody hates him right now. He's gonna do something incredible in Guardians 3 that's gonna make us all
He's
forget
gonna
about
have
Gunn.
to, because he got a lot of.
the James Gunn. Excuse me.
James Gunn. Okay. Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Mixing so many damn names.
I know,
Damn.
Gamora,
What's going on in that
Gamora,
head?
Quill, Peter Pan.
You know what it is? You
Peter
know what it
Pan.
is? Like trauma. All right, it's trauma. Okay.
Trauma.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
Infinity
you said
War was
Trump.
traumatizing.
So they said, like,
You
Jesus.
did?
Yeah.
Trump? What did
Like,
he
hold
do?
up.
No,
Hey,
Trump.
pause video. So you had Doctor.
James
You had
Gunn.
Doctor Strange with this one right here. You had the Guardians with that one. The Mind Stone. That's Vision.
Yeah. Then the blue one that was that was
Tesseract.
the Tesseract. Loki had that shit.
Yeah.
This
one he just got.
but the red collector. He got
Yeah.
that
Collector
shit
had
from
that
collector.
one. Yeah.
And then he took the orange one from Xandar.
Yeah. Red Skull helped
What
him
do you
out.
Yeah.
think is the
Which
most,
they- which they
most
did- they didn't-
important stone?
I
say the Time Stone.
I say
I
the
do
Soul
too.
Stone.
I think the Time Stone is
Soul
going to be a huge part of this next
That,
movie.
as
Oh,
far
absolutely.
as a plot
If-
device, the Time Stone definitely. But as far as like what's like the most critical, like the Soul Stone is. This could be a whole podcast, man.
I think
We'll
that,
get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Coming soon, everybody.
I
yeah.
just think, real quick, I think that
We already
if they
know.
can go back in time, they can reverse everything that happened.
It depends how they go back in time, though.
Exactly. But I'm saying if they can do it the right way, I think they can reverse everything that happened.
You putting Thanos' butt up there. Jesus. Next meme.
It-
Okay, check this out right here.
Peeing in the shower just once a day
can't do it.
saves 2,500 liters of water per year per person. It's also considered to be more hygienic than using a toilet, which results in a significant amount of splashback on your clothes, hands, and even face. Face?
I don't know. That's
you
kind
can
of.
piss on your face.
First of all, who is the guy that goes as in urinals that has pubes hanging everywhere? Who is that individual? I want to
Oh,
find him.
that is a person though. We all know he
That has
exists.
pubes
I think it's the
like
same
that?
guy everywhere
It's
I
a
go.
troll. It's a troll. It was the man who was trolling before internet
Kyra.
trolling was trolling.
Urinals. I go to urinal and it's like
I
pubes
promise.
just in there.
Pubes.
just in there.
Oh,
I'm like, how does this happen? I think some guy going around with like a razor
and like cut or
and just cut,
scissors.
slip. Ha! Another establishment. On to the next one. Taking plane trips everywhere.
Who do you think's doing it, man? Who's doing it?
I have a few theories, but I'll get to that one a little bit later.
Yeah,
At least y'all don't bleed.
Y'all
Damn,
pee,
that
y'all pee,
demands
you
his
pee in
own.
the shower?
No, I can't. do
Yeah,
that.
I definitely.
Yeah, I
pee in the
definitely
shower.
in
Nate
the
pees
shower.
in the shower. He blows his nose in the shower. He does all nasty shit in the
Where's the
shower.
shower? Is it gonna wash off?
It's
According
disgusting.
to
I
Uber
can't.
Facts with the blue check mark.
I, as an
All right.
adult woman, cannot pee on myself willingly. I
don't
my
pee on
brain-
myself.
You already do with splashback.
But you have a penis where you can like point it at the drain.
I do have
If
one of
I
those.
pee on myself, I'm gonna get pee all down my legs and my feet.
I don't know. Spread your legs wider.
Oh my god.
What's that device you can use that you can put?
Why don't you
What's it
pee
called?
first?
Where you pee into the cup and it has like a little pee
funnel?
in it.
A funnel?
Yeah, it's like a pee funnel
Yeah,
for women.
use it for
invent
change
a
your oil
Let's invent a shower funnel for women.
It's already a thing.
with BNY on there. With
It's
the
already
logo.
a thing.
BNY logo. Right
Ew.
on
I
it.
guarantee I stand by it. Even if they don't know me.
Gross. I just
Even if
cannot.
they don't know me better than
I can't pee on
the man
myself.
who snapped half the universe
There have
away.
been times. There was one time where we were driving from somewhere long. It was like a long drive, a couple hours.
I don't know
And
where
I
she's
had
going
to
with this
pee
story.
so bad. I had to go so bad. I was either going to jump out of the car and pee on the side of the road because I was not willing to just pee on myself in the car.
Is
Just
this
like
when-
I'm not willing to pee on
No,
myself
I'm
in the
not
shower.
gonna say what I was gonna say. Go ahead and finish.
No, you were in the car with me. Remember? I was like, oh God, help me. Help me.
Kyra, just try it. It's exhilarating. It
I'm
feels
not going
great.
to try it. Sorry.
Well, you know what?
I'll just go ahead and take
You know what?
those
This-
liters of
this-
water.
Oh, so
Damn, you
don't-
gonna waste water.
Yeah,
then.
you
Yeah,
don't
it's all
care about
good.
the environment, man.
Yeah, you hear that, Flint?
Yeah.
Kyra don't
Yeah.
care about
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I have to
Sorry.
shout at her when she's peeing in the toilet and saying, "Don't flush. I gotta pee also." Sometimes she flushes anyway. Wasteful.
We're
Garbage.
mixing up all the pee-pees. I don't wanna
What?
be-
What?
Next meme, just
What?
try it.
Yes, I'm not gonna.
Boo!
I'll
Okay.
pretend.
You hate nature.
I like
Dear
this
Mr.
right here.
I'm too good to answer my DMs.
This will be the last dick pic I ever send your ass. It's been 6 months and still no nudes. I don't deserve it. I know you got my last dick pic. I put the filter on it perfect.
You know that song that the Eminem joint?
Yeah. Stan.
Yeah.
Tears gone cold, I'm
That's the
wondering
third verse right there.
why.
Dear Mrs., I'm too good to answer my DMs.
This will be the last dick pic I ever send your ass. It's been 6 months and still no nudes. I don't deserve it. I know you got my last dick pic. I put the filter on it perfect.
I love they captured M's face right here. Honestly,
It don't even look like him.
It's not him.
have you
It's a stand.
have you
It's a
gotten
video.
You,
It's a
you as
music video.
Kyra, you as a woman, how much have you gotten? Have you gotten a lot of dick pics over your time
no.
of being in adulthood?
I mean, I met Nate when I was like what, 19 or 20? 20.
20.
I wasn't really. I wasn't.
By the time you sent your first dick pic, Nate was already engaged to you.
I've got a few before Nate, but no.
Just like someone just sending you their dick, like no.
Yes.
No.
Jesus
Men are
Christ.
disgusting.
Yeah. I know. Well, I
Men,
know.
we've discussed.
Now
this.
I've never ever done any shit like that. I don't feel the need. I have to.
No.
I can have a conversation with you and treat you like an individual. Then I'll take you out, and then eventually
And then
I'll
you
show,
see what happens.
Damn.
and then I get what I
Hey.
want.
You get a
know what?
live image.
It's just a different. It's just a different.
You know
method.
who? You know what you sound like?
You know what the crazy is? Me and this guy, we both have the same end goal, but we go about it differently.
Yeah.
And
You know.
yours
You know what you sound
honestly
like?
will be more
Humane?
realistic.
No.
Yeah, that too.
No. You know what you sound like?
Who?
You sound like a Stark.
Oh my god.
See, a Targaryen or a Lannister.
Okay, here we go.
We take what we want.
We'll address that later.
Yes.
We send a dick pic if we want.
Anyway,
You're gonna like this dick
I
pic.
think it's more.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's more of like a
Ladies, hide your
nowadays. I mean, there has always been like a certain number of men who.
Hey, we
send
always
dick
repay our
pics,
debts.
But
Go
Think
ahead,
of like
buddy.
a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like someone like Rihanna up there.
she
gotta have
probably
that shit.
gets
She gotta have that shit turned. She gotta have that shit
thousands.
turned off her DMs.
or
got
have
to.
like a certain setting where if you get like a certain type
Ain't no
of
way, man.
image, it screens
Ain't
and
no
it,
way- ain't no
like,
way you're on-
trashes
you-
it immediately.
Yeah,
Or
ain't no
even-
way you're on chat roulette and you connect with Rihanna.
Oh, we used
you know
to
what
do
I
that
mean?
with my
That's true.
friends.
Ain't no way.
When when I was in high school, maybe does that count? We used to go on chat roulette just for fun.
It's literally like roulette,
And
which
it's
is like, am I gonna get a dick pic? Like,
it's not a picture. It's
a video.
It's a video.
oh
It's
yeah,
a live
no,
thing.
it's worse.
So you
It's
literally,
worse.
you just click through the chats to see who you can talk to.
And he's just like, I'm
Yeah.
from Russia.
Almost every single one is somebody jacking off in the freaking video.
Russian about to
It's
ejaculate his
disgusting.
vodka. Yeah, I'm not like fellas. I gotta do better, but some of y'all just can't do better.
Nobody's a fan.
Yeah,
Nobody
some of
likes
y'all
it.
just can't
Stop
do better.
doing it.
I
Stop
can
doing it.
say stop. PSA everybody, but it's gonna just keep happening.
It's not gonna.
So-
matter. It's a waste of time.
It's kind of like what we
It
talked
doesn't
about.
help.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get what you want from.
You might as well just take over capital city.
I think everybody
better chance doing
needs to. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Because remember what I told you?
Yes.
Don't say it or say it.
No.
Okay.
That was
I won't say
off the record right there, ladies and gentlemen.
I won't say
Even
it.
I wasn't privy to that knowledge. Next meeting.
And I am all knowing.
Okay, I saw this.
All
This
right.
is funny.
All right, go ahead.
This bitch Omari ran so motherfucking far backstage. I turned the channel and this bitch was on Criminal Minds. Hey, that's true though. Every time they find out it wasn't the daddy,
Oh my God!
and they just run off stage.
I would ask you to
Like,
reenact
bitch,
it,
you
but
knew that
you'll,
when your
you'll
baby
disconnect
daddy.
the
Sure.
headphones.
You knew.
Enjoy your $300.
You
for a
knew there
parent.
was at least a chance it could have been 3 other dudes.
Yeah, they were just hopeful as shit, man.
Yeah.
They didn't know for a fact, but they were
You
just
know
like,
that's
please,
your
please.
baby. You know that's your baby. You know that's your baby. He look just like you. He look just like you. You made me sick.
Hey, someone give Kyra an Oscar, please. That's just how I like it. That's just how I be. God damn it, Jet. Hey, Lupita. Hey, we coming for that #1 spot right there. You was great in
I'm
us.
the next Lupita.
The movie was, but you was great, girl.
That baby is yours.
No, baby. You know that's your child.
Crossover.
Yeah.
How can you deny your child from being loved? Okay, I'm done.
All
Sorry.
right.
Oh,
Please,
shit. I like that
please.
one.
Cut.
Please
I'm
please
done.
be done.
Next meme.
Next scene.
The 1st of April. Go ahead, Nate.
The only day of the year that people critically evaluate things they find on the internet before accepting them as true. Man, God
Man.
damn. You know,
God.
So true.
Bro, so I got one of those like flashback reminders on Facebook that said like 1 year ago today, you know what I mean? And then that was true from the year before and the year before, which basically said exactly this. And I was just like,
For
you know
real?
what? Yeah. And I was like, you know what? This year, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Like I've been about this shit. I stand behind it.
It's true. How many people just share
Guarantee
shit?
it.
They just share shit. Now, don't read the article.
Without knowing what's on it, if it's accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think an individual like myself, I'll click on the link like, oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, but I
yeah,
read
but then you gotta,
No,
you gotta
I'll
read
it.
into it, man.
And I'm like,
you gotta
this
read
says
into
nothing. This says nothing about
This
anything.
says the sky is blue, and we all know that. So be quiet.
No,
But it'd be
man,
like,
I
meteor's
got-
coming tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I got
That'd be the headline.
I got friends that send shit that says like I gotta look into this, but will later, and then they share it, and then they still get like angry reacts, and then they still get comments, and they still get people saying like this is trash. You know what I mean? I'm like, you're already like halfway like contributing. You know you did your part to say like I haven't verified this, but you already shared it, man. If you share it, you're contributing to the problem. Like you gotta verify that shit before you share it.
That
You
is
know what I mean?
true.
There's a lot of garbage that just supports agendas that is not true. And then the thing about it is that it actually like once that shit gets snoped out. I used that verb, that adverb.
Snoped?
Yeah, snoped.
I noticed.
Strategically.
Keep going on your rant. Don't stop now.
No. So that type of thing like takes away from the legitimacy of the issue that your fake post might have talked about. You know what I mean? Because you have legitimate issues and you have a lot of fake stories that are shared about that issue, and all you do is you empower the people that are just like they're licking their chops waiting to discredit you for a legitimate issue. And when you share some bullshit, that's all it does, man. It's, you know what I mean? So if you have do you get what I'm saying?
I get everything you're saying.
Yeah, you got
Absolutely.
a legit issue.
That's nothing to
you
add to
share
that.
you share some bullshit about that legit issue, and it's proven to be bullshit after the fact because you didn't do your homework, you didn't verify your sources, you didn't do that shit that you were supposed to learn in college.
Well, not everybody went to college.
Well,
And you don't really need college to understand a lot in the world.
you apparently you need college to understand that like to be able to like interpret bullshit or recognize bullshit when you see it, or
Really?
at a minimum, the potential.
Let me put it like this.
Bullshit.
Some people have street smarts and they can recognize bullshit without going to college.
Nah, but agenda based,
What are you
like,
saying, Rick?
I would tell
agendas
you.
are strong,
All right, Nate, you
man.
goddamn stop.
Go
monologuing.
ahead.
He's been going for like 10 minutes.
Goat comment for this right here.
What's that?
If Brie Larson would have shared that, and she didn't post that there. Oh, dude, that'd have been
With the little shrug emojis, like
with a 1 billion behind it.
I think that there's a lot more.
hashtag 1 billion.
There's a lot more not smart people in the world than there are smart.
I agree. I think there's a lot more dumb
W.B. Du
people.
Bois called it the talented tenth because he only believed that a tenth of the African American population was considered intelligent in certain
I'm
fields.
staying away from that one.
And then the rest were like the more blue collar. You understand what I'm saying?
You ever read his book, Miseducation of the Negro?
I have read it.
Yeah, good work. Highly
That man
recommend
is, he was ahead of his time
Yeah, for
intellectually.
sure.
He really was.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't have to go into
All right,
So as far
nerds.
as internet, please just read your shit. All right. Read
Read
it
and then-
before you
and
share
then
it.
Snope it out.
Before you share it, research
Snope.
it because
Yeah.
some of the stuff, even if it sounds good, it's not true.
Agreed.
Because somebody who's smart, you know what they can do? They can bullshit your dumb ass.
Mm-hmm.
They can really fluff it and make it sound good, and you be believing it, and then you go and you actually do your own research. You're like, what the? This makes no sense now. But
You know what?
But
some
April
trolls
1st is the
do?
only day that happens.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm not getting fooled today. That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
okay.
You don't look
but
like an
then
idiot.
April 2nd, the same article
Oh,
is posted.
I'm back
and
at
then you
it.
share it. Like, what?
Here I am.
You know what some trolls do is they make up fake shit just to basically and post it out just to see if it'll get shared.
It's like a catfish for your brain.
Yeah.
That is.
God damn, that's so fast.
I think we killed that one properly. Next meme. Okay, dating older guys can be stressful. You talk about your young person problems, and like, I remember when I experienced that back in World War II.
That's hilarious.
I sent my first dick pic. Actually, it was a dick phonograph. I had to do the Morse code with this shit.
I had to keep my boner for an hour. He was just
they did a
rolling
painting.
and rolling.
It was a still painting of a penis back in 1947. Back before they had cameras.
Now, what you say you want to do now? There's Netflix and chill. Let me put my
chitlins.
dentures back
What's
Disgusting.
now what is Netflix and chillins? That we gonna eat chitlins and watch the Netflix?
in. Let me call my sister Margaret real quick.
The Netflix is
Margie, what's the password to the Netfill? The Chapper Snaps.
Oh,
What's
shit.
what's the app on the phone? The Chapper Snaps. The book face. They be saying all the wrong.
That's exactly how I feel like. And I love it too when it's like the older these dudes like 60. They take the one picture with their face like real close up.
Yeah.
Like that right there. It's like uploaded like 10 times. Like, what are you doing, man? God damn.
What do you do, man? And then especially if it's like is your grandpa or your grandma, like you want to
like,
say,
"Grandma,
hey,
damn
hey,
it."
hey, hey, shh, shh. But then you don't do anything because you don't know what to do. So you just let it ride. You
Baby,
just-
can you show your grandma how to do the twillers?
the twillers. The twillers?
Grandma, you mean Twitter? No, the one with the bird, the twillers, the tree birds. What? Don't make no sense.
Hey, grandma need help. Grandma need help.
Yeah.
And that's
Help
where
your grandparents.
that's where our generation
Help
comes in.
your
But
grandparents.
for this right
out.
here, I can't help you with this shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
goddamn,
something else, man.
the age gap is already crazy enough. This is
Yeah.
World War II, so let's say he 18 and 41. Do the math real quick. This what 70 years?
Yeah.
He's like almost 90 at this point. With what? Well, I'm calling Chris Hansen. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
Sir,
that.
sir, why don't you have a seat? I
Yeah.
fought a world war. Why don't you just have a seat, sir? Come on, have a seat.
And then they all sit down. They all
Now
sit
someone run.
down.
Someone run.
I've
And the cops
only
catch that
seen
ass.
like a couple of them like try to leave out the front door, and they still get caught because the cops are surrounding the whole house.
What are you doing here? Oh, we're just
Yeah. Hey Rick, what would you
came
do
to
if
hang
you
out.
got
Drinking.
caught with your
Just watching some
shenanigans?
football.
what shenanigans?
They're all
Yeah,
they
good
all
call.
say the same. They all,
That was a test. You passed the test. Congratulations.
they
Let's
all
go to the
say
next
the
meme.
same thing.
Next
Watching
meme. This
football.
motherfucker's crazy. Okay, back to Endgame.
3 hours long, man.
I have a prominent picture. I have a prominent picture, but I'm gonna get to it. Internet.
The problem is the amount of drinks.
Will be 3 hours long. Me. Now the popcorn itself is fine. Okay.
Oh, she's wearing the Depends.
Perfectly fine.
But what's up? Look, what's not only she drinking from the 2 liter, but there's another 2 liter right next to her.
She gonna drink all those?
How does no. Better question. How does she must be like an inside connection. My theory is she's an employee for the movie theater.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
That's the only way. That's
the only way.
And they pause it.
No,
I got pissed. Pause the movie.
No, some sort of special showing for the employees. You know what I mean?
They get to watch.
Because otherwise, how you gonna
How
you gonna sneak that much popcorn in, man?
That's true too. Like that's just ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, I'm dehydrating myself. Like me and Nate talked about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking. Yeah.
Oh, you lie.
Thirsty
I'm
as
going
shit.
To San Antonio, give me a drink before, like I always do.
Saying who?
No, she's talking about the.
Are you talking on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday's a different story.
Friday.
We're talking about Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Friday.
No.
Friday is a state of dehydration.
Because we need to focus.
Yeah, I took work
Saturday,
off on Friday. I'm gonna start my dehydration on Thursday.
I've already taken care of mine as well too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I don't know if I'm gonna do all that.
And I might wear some Depends too, just in case.
I can hold my pee for like ages, like for real. Like me and Jenny both. We would get to work at 7. I probably had. There were some days where I had to pee at 7. Had a patient, but I was running late, so I couldn't pee. And then I wouldn't pee until lunchtime, like 11:30 or 12.
Your training is going to pay off.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
You've been conditioned. You're ready for this experience.
I could drink a whole 2 liters.
I ain't ready for this experience. I have to pee every 45 seconds, man.
But
swear to God. Avengers is going to be a unique challenge.
Hate all you want, but that popcorn look good.
Yeah, it does.
That's a trash bag of popcorn right there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, we can talk shit about this woman all we want, but she's happy as hell. She don't give a fuck about our podcast.
If I work
she don't give a fuck about us talking shit.
If I like worked at the movie, I'm like, Michelle, give me some popcorn, girl. I brought a cup. Let me have some of that Coke.
Yeah.
She ain't
trying to
sharing
bum
that
off her
shit.
snacks.
She ain't sharing it, man.
Look, that's a private screening too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, ain't nobody else in there.
She probably already watching Endgame.
It's probably some employees that get to watch the movies.
They probably got to, the employees that see it early, they probably got to sign some sort of like,
non-disclosure
some sort of like serious contract where they like, we will take everything that you own if you snitch about.
You gonna trust some 16-year-old
hell
with an NDA?
I'm not. If I'm the manager, no.
Nah,
I'm saying like y'all ain't watching shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, after it comes out, you come
at
by.
The movie theater where from my town.
Yeah, we close at 2 a.m. Come through.
The kids that worked at the movie theater, a couple of them went to school with me. They got to watch the movies before all
Not
the time.
Avengers, man. Not in the internet age. Not in the internet age. This
Avengers
is different.
didn't freaking exist.
Exactly.
This is the most anticipated movie of all time.
All time.
Next meme.
Okay.
Bigger than Star Wars.
Let's get to it. Okay, so on the left we have. Oh, let's go with the guy on the right. That's Dwayne Wade, everybody. Miami Heat.
You already
know.
On the left, that's his son Zaire.
No, you already know who. You already know who Dwayne is.
Of course,
She
I know
knows.
who that is.
Thirsty
From
ass.
Bleacher Report.
Thirsty
He's not
ass.
that fine to me, but Gabrielle Union is fine.
All right, I don't want to. Well, yeah, Gabrielle. Yeah,
She is.
I don't.
You can't deny that.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it. This is talking about Paul Pierce right here. Because Paul Pierce has been getting some
backstory.
some strange.
You got to get
shit
the backstory for the people that don't know.
That's right. That's right. You take it back. So Paul Pierce, he wasn't really provoked, but he pretty much said that my career versus Dwayne Wade's career, I think I was better. He said, give me Dwayne Wade's the players he played with, Shaq, LeBron, and Bosh. He said, I probably had about 5-6 championships.
Yeah, instead of the 3 that Dwayne has. 3.
He's 3. His
Total
son
of 3.
Zaire clapped back. I don't want to hear it, dude. No, I don't want to hear it. Dude played 19 years and got 1 ring. Not to mention, we did knock him out of the playoffs, right? Oh, all right. Now that's the truth. Paul Pierce's nickname is the truth, by the way, for all those.
That's his
His son said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
His son
Wade's.
clapped back.
That's Wade's son.
That's a clap back, baby.
Good for him.
But let's not act like the internet's shitting on Paul Pierce right now. But I want to reel everybody in for a second. And I know it's impossible in this day and age, but allow me to speak. Paul Pierce ain't no fucking scrub. Like I said, this isn't Marcin Gortat calling out goddamn Dwayne Wade.
Oh,
okay,
don't get me started on Gortat.
I don't want to introduce him. If you look
Nobody
want to
talk about
He
Gortat,
pisses
Ricky.
me off so bad.
Ricky.
Oh my God, my blood
Take it back.
boiling. Paul Pierce is a goddamn Hall of Famer.
Respect
all
your
right?
blood pressure.
I understand, but if you gonna come for somebody, you better be ready for the repercussions.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I don't feel bad
in my
for
opinion,
you.
yeah, Dwayne Wade's the better player. But Paul
Absolutely.
Pierce was no scrub. So let's just put that out there, okay?
So this is
Okay.
my
His son did clap his ass though.
I still
go
don't
ahead.
feel sorry for him. I don't care.
Nah.
If you're you're a public figure, you're an athletic legend. You're gonna come for another athletic legend, somebody who has a name, made a name for himself in the NBA, and you don't expect nobody to say nothing to what you said?
I don't think he expected this.
Huh? What?
He should have expected it. But Paul Pierce is an older cat.
He shoulda.
Don't forget his emoji game is also weak.
Okay, he knows how Twitter works. Let's be real. He knows how Twitter works. The Twitterverse talks.
So this
Twitterverse will destroy your whole life.
Listen. I don't think he knows. This is my.
Well,
thing.
now he does. And
Now
he better keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, giving Rick some credit with what he's saying about like it's not a ridiculous question to ask.
It's not.
What's ridiculous is that Paul Pierce shouldn't have been the one to bring this conversation up, right? This is the type of shit that people on chat forums bring up, right?
Mm-hmm. And then they go back and forth.
Like LeBron versus Jordan.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
LeBron has never been like, am I better than Michael Jordan?
No, he has, but he wasn't the first one to do that. He got asked that question, and it was provoked based on, like, at this point, like
he didn't come right out
a
and
decade
say,
of debate.
Yeah,
but
no,
he didn't.
It wasn't out of nowhere.
Right.
This shit's out of nowhere. This shit is well below LeBron versus Jordan. This is way lower on the totem pole.
It's
of
not
NBA
even. It's
hierarchy.
not even LeVar versus Jordan.
Why everybody? Why is what?
No, that let's not talk about that. I'm just saying.
Why can't you just
that
be happy?
The
with
cool
what you
thing
have?
to do, yeah, Paul Pierce, is he already a Hall of Famer? Or,
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like an inductee yet. He just retired last year, but
like, why you gotta?
Paul Pierce has
players?
no he has no hate in his resume, man. Nobody hates Paul Pierce. The only reason that people are gonna come at Paul Pierce is if he says some
says what he said.
Also,
like that,
I was up another podcast
it's
too.
just not true. He's wrong.
Dwayne
wrong.
Wade. His retirement. This is retirement years. Everybody's giving him jerseys, trading jerseys after games. It's been a whole ceremony everywhere he goes at.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce retired on the end of the bench playing for the Clippers after he left. That's the second year with the
but
Clippers.
who
So
He left
he
the
went from
Wizards
he went
after
from the
he left Brooklyn.
Celtics. He went from the Celtics
To the
no,
Nets.
No, you're forgetting from the Celtics to the
Nets
Nets to the Wizards
and then
to the Clippers.
The Clippers, yeah, that's what
All
I
right.
said. Yeah.
Okay, but
and that was year 2 with the Clippers too,
is
as well.
that Dwayne Wade's fault?
No, it's not. But that's another reason why I think Paul Pierce is a little upset. Is that if
He's
he
a
was in
little bit
Boston,
butthurt.
if Paul Pierce was in Boston for us last year, that would have been him. He would have got all that love right there.
His complaints are misguided though.
He might
It
got a
is.
little bit
That's
of a
not the
jealous
person-
grudge. He might
may
be
be.
jealous. He might be
That
jealous.
Dwayne Wade is not the person you need to come after because
Dwayne
they,
Wade didn't deserve
Hey,
that.
did you
they
see the
set
clip?
your ass on the end of the bench. That
I did.
You
With-
need to
with
take that up with the
Jalen Rose,
organization.
and then Paul just sat there like,
Yeah, Jalen Rose broke down facts to him right off of paper. Like, this is what you did, this is what he did. This is how many championships
And
you
then
had.
what
He did.
happened?
He just looked stuck.
he just because it doesn't compare. Nobody in their right mind thinks that Paul Pierce is better than Dwayne Wade.
Nah.
Paul Pierce was dangerous, but Dwayne Wade, like in his prime, man.
Just the fact that he took the
Man.
time and energy.
Give me Dwayne Wade in his prime
To-
over like
It's like so petty to me.
Dwayne
like,
Wade's first
high
championship
school.
over
That
all
finals?
over all NBA players except for like maybe 15.
Dude
or
averaged
20
like 35,
all time.
36. Oh, by the way, Shaq averaged like 16, I think, during that whole series. So,
Nasty.
yeah. Dwayne Wade's a fucking man.
Was a
Paul
fucking
Pierce,
problem,
I love
man.
Paul Pierce. He was a wizard. Of course, I got love for the man.
Yeah, the
But
truth.
the truth is, Dwayne Wade is better. Zaire,
Don't be
Sorry.
salty.
You, baby.
Don't be salty because
Sorry. Yeah, shout out to this teenage boy for having his father's
Oh, by
back.
the way, that boy right there, Zaire, yeah,
He gonna be something.
yeah, he can ball. Yeah,
course he
he
can,
should be in
man.
the league. He should be
Yeah.
in the
His
league.
dad's
will be.
freaking Dwayne Wade. He better be balling.
Yeah, Zaire can
Hey,
ball.
tell that to Michael Jordan's
Yeah,
kids, man.
that boy got that boy got
Oh.
talent. Oh, let's not go on that
No,
one.
nope.
I have a meme for that one. I've been saving. I'm gonna wait.
How
I'll
do you
wait.
know he
James.
won't get better? Michael Jordan didn't start out amazing.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah, he did.
what's the
Let's-
story?
let's
he
just
tried
go-
out for the team.
Oh, he got cut.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
and he
one right
got
Oh
there.
yeah,
cut.
as a high schooler.
What the hell you think I'm talking about? This teenage.
There was more
boy.
to it than just talent, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan worked hard to
Yo.
get where he. Well,
No, he did.
I think maybe he tapped into the potential he already had that they didn't realize before. Anyway,
I
that's
feel
beside
like-
the point. The
yeah.
point is,
Yeah, Michael Jordan is Goku, and then he had Gohan and Gotenks. Both very, solid Saiyans, but they know Goku.
okay, we're not doing this.
They not Goku.
Next meme.
They're not even Goten or Gotenks.
Oh
No,
my
no,
here
Goten
we-
or,
no,
Gohan.
this is not
Damn,
a dork off.
you're right.
Next meme.
It's not a dork
We've been
off.
talking Avengers for half the podcast. Now you want to mention something?
Marvel.
This one right here, more of it.
Read
I told
it.
you, it's
Kyra,
April.
you read it. Kyra, read it. Read it.
I feel some type of way about the
Read it.
blackface.
Read it. Read it.
If
Read it.
Iron Man was black, would you cast as Tony Stark?
No, who would you cast
Oh
as
shit,
Tony
I can't
Stark?
read. If Iron Man was black, who would you cast as Tony Stark?
Somebody replied Robert Downey Jr.
With that picture. I laughed my ass off on that one. You know what? This drop right here, everybody loved that shit. But I think it's a difference between actual. Well, I don't want I gotta watch my words here.
Yeah,
I think
go
it's a
ahead.
difference between playing a character and making a mockery of something that happened years ago.
I agree.
There's a difference between playing a dude
playing a
versus playing a dude disguised as a dude, disguised as another
Because this
dude.
actor wasn't even
There's
that
a
guy. It was
difference.
another actor inside there.
There's a difference between playing a character.
It was layered.
Yeah.
There's a difference between playing a character and a caricature.
That is true.
A caricature is a cartoonish version,
Big
mocking,
lips, all that.
right?
Yeah.
Mocking a black person, but I don't know. I still feel like people are allowed to be sensitive about it. Maybe not.
I think this is
sensitive.
more so a character. Like Rogan,
Right.
a podcast. Jamie Foxx was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and they talked about this shit right here. It was
And
like
what did Jamie Foxx say?
he was just like the dude just played a character. He said he was
I
fucking
got you.
amazing. He said we all loved it. I mean, that's it. I mean, think
But
about
I
it.
can see
I've never
how-
personally met
That was only 10 years
somebody
ago.
that was offended
I
by
know.
that.
But that's
Tropic
also
Thunder,
that's
but I-
also
Somebody-
before the internet too became the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this,
They would've made
in
noise
this
in
these
shit.
recent years, people are a
2019.
lot triggered.
Yeah.
People are mad about everything. Like anything you say can be misinterpreted nowadays.
And this
I feel
movie
like.
would have come out this year. This
Oh
would have
my
happened.
God,
This wouldn't be a
no.
thing. Before its time, yeah.
They would have his ass hung up by the balls.
Have you ever personally met somebody that expressed offense
To this right here.
to that role?
Everybody I've
Yeah.
ever met likes Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, everybody likes Tropic Thunder.
I've never met anybody in my entire life
But I could
that,
see
that was
how
offended
you
by
could be
Tropic
like-
Thunder, man. Who?
But like,
It's a little bit cringe. That's all.
but full blackface, like you've seen out here, like
Where
Gucci
it's
recently.
like a white
yeah.
neck, and like a black face. That's different.
That's way different. This was also a different time too. It was different. I'd see another movie too.
That motherfucker looked
I remember
black.
another movie.
you remember when
No,
he
no,
pulled
no.
that dude in and said,
That motherfucker-
that word.
That motherfucker looks black
It was.
though.
He just,
Look
he
at
just played
him.
it right. That's, I don't know how to
Look
put it.
at him. He looks like a black man. Like you really have to look
I'm
really.
nobody.
You have to look really hard to even tell that that's Robert Downey Jr.
That movie's.
That movie's so goddamn
That is
funny,
true though.
man.
Like that right there. Like if I didn't know, I'm like, oh, that's just
A light skinned black
Like,
man.
Who's that dude?
That look like Ricky the Third.
Ricky the Third.
Look at the hair. The lineup could use a little work, but I mean,
Yeah, but
I mean,
he's
man's in
white,
war
so
though.
you give him
It's in war, so I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
He was in war. Who getting haircuts over there?
Yeah, that's very true. Also, another movie I'll give you too, Wedding Crashers. Go back and watch that one with
I
today's
haven't
lenses.
seen Wedding. Is that Owen Wilson?
Yeah, and Vince
Owen
Vaughn.
Wilson and
Yeah.
Vince.
Vaughn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that one like a month ago. I was like, this movie cannot be made in 2019.
Yeah.
There's a
Couldn't,
lot of
man.
movies like
You've
that
seen
from
that.
like
There's a
the
lot of
early
TV shows like that
2000s.
too.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, they
Damn.
really pushed
The
the
Office
limit back then.
That 70s
Yeah.
show, TV shows.
That
man.
70s
Couldn't
show,
fly. Couldn't
every
fly.
joke was about fat girls eating in a meat house,
Gay jokes.
Gay
Sexism,
people,
like
Yeah.
it couldn't.
foreigners.
It just wouldn't work.
Every single
It
joke.
couldn't,
I
man.
was like, oh
yeah,
my God,
the foreign
so
kid was
offensive.
like a rapist, basically. like it couldn't. It couldn't. It
It
couldn't
would
fly.
not
man.
work
It
today.
couldn't do it.
God, next meme. All right, so check this. If we date, we can just chill and vibe at your house. You can spend no money on me, and I still be the happiest. And he got his hand on the ass too. Just
Ooh.
watch the NBA playoffs.
Oh,
What it
that's
looks like.
clearly Golden State.
Yeah.
Nah.
I agree with that now. I don't know if I would agree with it, like dating.
What if they was like, hey, I got the game on. I got a bottle in the room. Just come over watch the game with
I
me.
mean, we hung out together, but
Oh, that's
we
called
also,
dorm dating 101.
Yeah,
But we
exactly.
also,
Talking about,
but we
yeah,
also
for
went,
sure.
we also went
That's
on
what Kyra
dates.
talking about.
Yeah,
We also
Netflix
went on
and
dates
chill.
and stuff. We would watch movies
Yeah,
together.
of course
But
we
we
did.
also,
Yeah,
it wasn't
no, I
just
learned
like,
my lesson.
He was just cheap, and we never went nowhere, and we always stayed in. But
Balance.
every once in a while, we'd go
No,
out. Exactly.
Balance. Yeah.
I learned.
Exactly.
I learned, man, because the
Yeah.
first date I ever took her on was to a J. Cole concert, and then J. Cole.
Well, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, no, but then he hollered at her from the stage.
What do you say?
He said to the little cutie right there, "Farewell." And he was talking to her, and it was
'Cause he
so
was
damn
doing
obvious because
Farewell.
he was playing his song "Farewell" from Friday Night Lights. Yeah, and I was just standing next to her, and she was like, "Oh, J. Cole," and I was just like,
we were new. It was, I was
What if
testing the
what if she would have
waters.
left with him? Like you brought her to a date and she got pregnant by
I fully
the rapper
expected her
that-
to. That's what I thought was gonna happen at that
Why am I
moment.
getting pregnant? Like,
That's what I thought was
I
gonna
was,
happen
I was
at that
going to the
moment.
next level. That's what he thought was going to happen. I read
why am I
minds
getting
too.
pregnant? Like, who
9
said
months
I'm-
after that, Similac.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Why do I
What a
get
terrible
pregnant
first
by
date
him,
that'd have
though?
been the first and last date.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, I thought that was gonna be the
But
last
maybe
date,
they would have
man.
did the right thing. I
Winked
love
at
J.
her
Cole.
and everything, man.
I am the father to his child.
Yeah.
You would have raised J. Cole's baby as your own.
I would not have raised J. Cole's baby. I'd have told you to kick rocks, man. I would have said,
you know what? It's all good because
I would have said
that's J. Cole's baby.
Yeah.
That baby's gonna be something.
to the girl
one
that
day.
cheated on me with J. Cole.
Honestly,
Farewell.
the baby would have looked like a good mix of the both of y'all.
Yeah, because me and J. Cole are both like, light braids. We mix together.
I'd have known the
Your
truth.
baby. Oh, shut up.
Next meme. I shot to this, but balance is always key.
Ooh, J.
Sure.
Cole. Kendrick's better.
Okay, all right.
Somebody said Shannon Sharp looks like the original Barney, and I can't unsee it now.
He does.
Skip!
Now here's the thing. Look, I love Shannon Sharp.
Oh,
all
me
right?
too, man.
The podcast is.
Oh my God,
some would
he
say
looked
someone
like
expired
Barney,
by
though.
him.
What, are you talking about the blacks
They
and
said
Yak?
they were
Blacks and Yak.
inspired.
Oh, 100%. 100%, man. If he
Yeah,
ever
for sure.
catches wind of this shit, he might sue us.
Barney.
I'm an Olympian. I moved on. I
Why
just
they
switched
gotta murder
faces.
that man
The
like-
mini face
They
guy.
literally murdered that man.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of
he
foreshadowing
now
going
he
on.
looks like Barney for real. Like, I'm not gonna be able to unsee it.
Yeah,
Again.
you know who's laughing at this? Kevin Durant. You
And
saw
then-
that video that Matt tagged us in?
And
I haven't
then
watched it yet.
Oh, man. He
Ow.
called him, Shannon Sharp called,
what's
said,
his name?
who you talking about?
Dikembe Mutombo.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Cookie Monster.
You say, oh, cookie. Oh,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
a little bit.
No. But in the video, so Shannon Sharp came out and said that basically that the Bay Area loves Steph more than KD, and there ain't shit he can do about it because Steph
Right.
is from there. And then they asked KD about it, and he said, "Oh, that's ignorance." And then he like reacted and was like all types of like, "Damn," you know what I mean?
Shannon
Like,
Sharp
he-
went
yeah,
off on KD.
a little bit. He wasn't like
I wanna see
catch me
it.
outside, man. I'll fuck you. You know?
He was like
I
Stephen
wanna
A.
see
I'll
it.
be at the
He-
games.
no, he didn't. He's, no. He was really cordial about it, but he was also stern, saying like, "You are misunderstanding what I'm saying, and if you heard what I'm saying and you're going ignorance, then that's your own
I think about it
thin-skinned
this
problem,
way.
man."
I think about it this way. Let KD leave Golden State and see
He
what
will.
happens.
He will. He go to New York.
Let
going to- yeah.
Steph Curry leave Golden State and see what happens.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a freaking
Yeah, I feel like-
riots in the streets.
yeah,
Yeah, for
KD
sure.
leaves Golden State. There's a
Thank you.
collective shrug
Appreciate it. Yeah.
in the Bay Area.
Thank you for
the
helping with the
championships.
rings.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Steph Curry leaves. Yeah,
Murder and
the whole Philippines
devastation.
is just gonna destroy
the whole
themselves.
Philippines.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
true.
sorry.
They love Steph Curry out there.
They really do, man. God damn.
I'm telling you, if Steph Curry ever left Golden State, it would be a problem.
They
Yeah.
called me Steph Curry when I was out there. I had my hair at that time. My hair
Oh,
was
you
like
talking
real
about
They
the
curly.
called you
Philippines.
Steph Curry?
Light skin. My
Philippines,
hair was
right?
real curly. Yeah. All I
Yeah.
do is a basketball, just dribble a little bit. I could have sent some autographs.
Damn, you could have did it, man.
Sit by a table with a Sharpie right there.
You could have charged $30 an
Yeah.
autograph.
Fine.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Listen,
man.
I'm going back.
Make
First
that
thing
money.
smoking. Space
Hey.
safe, baby. But this
Yeah.
right here, Shannon Sharp,
Like,
thank you for everything. But
The original Barney
You
was.
look like Barney.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. I don't remember
He
the original
love
Barney.
you.
I remember like the regular Barney.
that motherfucker
and-
too purple.
Yeah,
Hannah
and
Montana. Hannah Montana.
no,
That's
he,
the only
he,
Barney I
he's
remember.
got he's got a
remember
he's got a
that?
he's got a
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp-esque look to him.
Barney has some footwork though. Y'all tripping.
Man, next meme.
Hannah Montana.
Kid it.
Hannah
Okay,
Montana.
so this is for everybody out there that has a problem with the podcast.
Let him know.
This is my
Let
PSA.
him know. Let him
Notice
know.
of meme acquisition. The purpose of this is the purpose of notice is to inform you that the meme you have posted has been saved to the mobile device of the person posting this notice. No further action is required. If I like it, I want it, I'm gonna take it.
Wait, what?
I
want
steal
you.
memes from other people, and we make a podcast out of it. Obviously, we didn't create none of this shit.
And they didn't create the memes either.
No, but somebody did. So anybody has a
Somebody
problem,
did.
I refer them to this right here. All right.
Yeah, I like
You know
you.
how hard it is to
I
find
want
the
you.
original creators of memes?
Family
I-
Guy did an episode about that when it came to
Oh.
Yeah,
jokes.
with the jokes. It's
Yeah.
probably along
It's-
those lines.
It's,
Yeah.
it would be very difficult to prove
I
that
feel
you
like-
created that meme and we're stealing. Everybody
Yo.
steals memes.
That's
Let me
that
say this,
repost
man.
all
Let me
day.
say this.
Everybody
Let me
does
say
it.
this.
Huh.
If we were able to track the source of the majority of memes, I think that most people would be incredibly disappointed. We'd be like,
I'd be like some.
it's you? Like it's somebody
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's somebody that's like on like in the pinnacle of like
I think of that.
of World of Warcraft type of dude.
I think
you know
of
what
like
I mean?
that.
I got something for them,
I,
too.
I think of that Kim Peel skit where he was ordering that pizza. He's like, eating pizza for all my friends. Remember?
Oh yeah. And then all his friends lying about all his friends.
That's the type of guy that makes memes.
Yeah, you know what? You know what?
That's true.
He's an American hero, though, and he is necessary.
We need that guy.
We need those meme-making
Naturally.
losers, okay? We need them.
Where would we be without him?
Where would we be? And they do it for the love of the
We'd
sport.
probably
They
all be a
clearly
lot
don't do it for the
smarter.
recognition because
No.
nobody can tell us the originator for any meme ever in the history
Like,
of
who made
ever.
this?
Who the hell made it? It wasn't me. Was it you?
Next meme, no one knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody
Next
knows.
meme.
a
But
damn
that, the
thing. Let
PSA
'em
is
know.
out there. So if it has a
PSA is
problem,
out there.
I refer you to this. No
Naturally.
BNY Podcast in conjunction with the U.S. Olympic meme team will have no further word on that.
Boo.
Naturally.
Okay. Oh my God.
Fire football. Is that?
This is
Oh,
multi-layered.
God.
That's
Is
the
that-
AFF.
Is
That's
that?
the AFF.
Yeah, but is that
That's
who I
Johnny
think it is?
Manziel.
Yeah.
When you
that's
got
what I
that
thought it
helmet
was.
hit. Dude, I love the AFF,
You get
and
it?
I feel so upset about it.
Fire
you understand
football?
this right
Fire
here?
festival?
I know the Fire Festival and I know the Arena Football League, but
No,
No.
it's not. It's the
What?
AAF. What does this stand
The
for?
Alliance of American Football.
Yeah, so it was a professional football league that lasted 10 games.
8.
And eight out of 10 games.
what were they
And
trying
then
to
fell
compete
through.
against the NFL?
Kinda.
They weren't at first.
They were like an off-season NFL.
They're trying to be like a minor
Oh.
league for the NFL, but they didn't want to be connected to the NFL for at least a couple years. But
Yeah.
they ran into some financial
and it had a
trouble.
lot of hype.
They
It had
didn't wanna-
good ratings in the first couple of weeks, much like Fire Festival. Had
Yeah.
a lot of hype, and then once all was said and done, it was poorly planned, poorly delivered, and it didn't even finish.
The guy's name that broke the league is Tom Dundon.
He
Tom
broke
Dundon,
the league?
Yeah, so check this out. Tom Dundon is the owner of also the Carolina Hurricanes, their hockey team.
Okay.
It's playing against the Capitals
Yeah.
in the first round.
Ooh.
Held to the Capitals. So
Hell
with that
no,
little
no,
plug
no.
out the way. So Tom Dundon, he came. The league was having financial problems after like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So they went to, and Tom Dundon said, "Hey, I'll go ahead and fund some money for the league to continue."
Out of his own pocket?
Out of his own pocket. So he pledged like $70 million, which he ended up losing. But the thing is that they made him chairman and sole voice of the league. So they gave him full autonomy and power.
Oh, God.
So you know what happens with that right there. So a couple of weeks go by, the league's going past, and not to mention you got some ex-NFL players that trying to get back in NFL. They're playing this league right here. You got some well-known
On
names.
paper, it sounds like it could make...
Yeah,
It was
no,
go- it was
had a
going
lot of
well.
hype.
It was
had
going
hype.
well.
It had hype.
It was
First
on-
couple of weeks,
yeah.
people were
Okay,
tweeting
okay.
Well,
about
I
it.
got to tell you more of the story
Yeah,
before
go
you
ahead,
go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
Before I
So-
start asking questions, go ahead.
Yeah, so the thing is that Tom Dundon, eventually, like, it was weird. Like, I read about 2 weeks before I actually folded. It said that he's trying to pretty much corner the NFLPA Players Association to using actual NFL players over practice squads in his league to continue his league going forward.
No.
The NFL's like, why the fuck would we do that? Like, honestly.
Those are $1 million athletes.
Yeah, no.
But hold on a second, hold on.
Those are
The thing is that
Yeah.
you have free agents every single year that don't make NFL rosters. Number one. Number two, you have guys that don't get drafted that still want to play the game. That's what the AFF is
That's
for.
who you need
It's
to
to
be going
develop
after.
quarterbacks, line play, and of course all other skill positions too as well. Not to mention the way the league was set up, it was all 2-point conversions. There was no kickoffs or kickoff returns. The timing was quick. It was 35 seconds play clock. As soon as the ball's dead, the play clock starts. So everything was fast,
Wow.
quick pace.
Okay.
Excellent ideas. The guys in the booth, you could see what they were talking about to the refs. There was transparency with that shit right there.
Okay.
It was some great ideas. So Tom comes around, says, "Hey, you're in trouble. Here's some money," but he had ulterior motives. Also, there's a technology a lot of people think it too. The balls have some kind of technology in them that you can track how the ball's moving through the game, and through the app you could see how the plays are developing too as well.
Oh, wow.
So I think he owns that technology now too. Not needless to say, he cornered the NFL. He tried to corner the NFL into making their league a direct minor league for the NFL. The NFL's like, you have nothing to bring to the table. We're not going to give you our people for that. And then he just folded the league. He folded it. Baseball owns the minor league though. Like the NBA owns the G League.
So
The NFL doesn't have a minor league.
Right. Okay, so minor league is the baseball minor league is owned by the MLB.
Yeah, teams
So,
they own teams.
The
in the
difference
league.
here is the NFL would not own this league.
The
Tom
NFL doesn't
Dundon would own it.
They tried to.
Well, no,
They
NFL
tried to
second.
like sell it to the NFL.
Yeah, but NFL doesn't have, they have no association with the AFF. The AFF is its
Oh,
own spring
okay,
minor
so
league.
it's separate from the NFL.
Yeah, but eventually
So
they wanted to be a minor league to the
who the
NFL,
hell
but in
does-
time.
Who the hell does he think he is to just take NFL players?
It gets worse though. It gets worse. Like Fire Festival, the players they were in hotels. They were staying at hotels like in the local cities because they're not making like a whole lot of money. So
Right.
the
Yeah.
team rent out hotels for them. They got word of it pretty much the same time we got word of it, like online. And then when the AFF ceased operations, excuse me, they cease operations. The hotels, they just kicked them out immediately.
Are you kidding me?
They came back. Some guys came back to the hotel, and all the stuff was just sitting out there. They had nowhere to go at. They didn't have any plane tickets. You had guys tear ACLs and get injuries in this league that's not being taken care of.
And they're not insured. They don't have health
Exactly.
care.
There's none of that. There's none of that. Tom Dunn fucked these boys over, and I have
Why
nothing but
would
I have no
you-
respect for that guy.
Fuck the Hurricanes.
I would
Absolutely.
not, as an athlete, I would not sign up for no shit like that.
Yeah, but you
Well,
don't know that
at
that's
the time,
going to
yeah.
be the situation.
And the thing is that a lot of these guys in the league, some of these guys in the league, they've gotten signed in NFL rosters from their play.
From this short time that they played in the AAF.
Yeah, a couple cats got
it
signed.
happens, man.
Yeah.
It's like Rod Smart in the XFL.
And
Like,
the XFL's
it
coming out
happens.
next year too.
So
Yeah,
like
that's gonna
Fire
fail
Festival.
again.
It's fully funded for at least the first year.
So like
it could
Yeah.
work with this failing.
Sure.
So like Fire
We'll see.
Festival, if they had taken the time to properly fund this, do you think it would be a success?
It's
This
not
was
a
a
bad
great idea right
idea
here. This
at
league
all.
could have
Yeah.
been a very, very good thing
So
for
what
years
were they
to come.
missing? Money.
Preparation, like vision, like
And
the,
money, of
like
course.
The
But
right,
at the end of the day, what they really needed was
yeah.
money.
yeah.
Yeah, of course, yes, to fund the league.
You can't.
They had investors back out
It's
of them.
it's a hilarious
That's what's to fund the
comparison,
league.
though, man.
So that's what I needed Tom Dunn.
It's a hilarious-
But his comparison to Fire Festival
It's
to
brilliant.
this right here is spot on.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Whoever
the meme
made
that-
this meme,
Yeah.
like whoever that
I
neckbeard,
can't believe they
like,
had
I
these
salute you.
athletes just
Good God.
stranded in these hotels with no
It was
place
terrible.
to
Like
sleep.
Fire Festival, they had him stranded on the island with no way to get back. Andy King about to suck dick for water.
Are you
Billy.
That's it. That's
Kyra.
all I got to say about that.
Are you willing to take one for the team?
Billy would have been. I would have been like, motherfucker, you kiss my ass. I quit.
Me too.
How about for the deal for BNY, our eventual deal with Disney?
I'm still not
Kyra, take
doing it.
one for the team.
No.
You're a resident girl.
You're a resident gay person. What did they say? Gay father? Gay
Yeah.
something?
So you're gay. You want to go suck a dick for real for some hydro? Need
And
some
I
water?
can't believe-
Some H2O?
That's how you know Billy is a master manipulator. Like I said this before, that
Damn,
dude
Billy.
is like a cult leader because he
Billy
manipulated.
is a cult leader, man.
He manipulated all those people into doing what he wanted them to do.
Yeah.
He had a grown
What's
man.
his name? Andy?
Billy.
No, who's the dude that was
Andy.
Andy was
He was
willing
about
do
to
what
get
it-
on his knees and handle business.
He was ready. Next
Oh,
meme. This is incredible.
To have
Yeah.
that kind of
Incredible.
power
Piece of
over
the
people.
AFF.
fire football.
Hey, dude, I made this in my.
I'm gonna take
So check
my
this out right here.
horse
Hold
to
a
the
second.
old town. Oh,
Yeah, we're here now.
Oh,
So this is
we-
what I
we
do now.
talking now.
This is a new
There
thing
we
I
go.
got right here. Hold a second. Just look at me real quick.
Okay.
So every
I'm
Sunday,
excited.
I've done this with God's Plan too. I just plan on writing like a song I like for the week, and I just write the lyrics all over the chalkboard. I
Is
plan
that
on
yours?
having like one a week, have like a whole book, like 52 for the whole year. It's something cool. Yeah. So this is like one of two for right now.
bull riding
My
and
life
boobies.
is a movie.
Yeah.
Bull riding and boobies.
We'll get
Lean all in
we'll
my
get to this right here.
bladder.
I just want to introduce some of my work right there.
That's your wall.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Just a whole
That's
bunch of
in
lyrics I
in
write on
the
there.
Basement.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Would write again. on the
Would
board.
write again.
Yeah.
I got more coming with this. We'll get into the actual meat of this one right here.
Yeah. That's shout out
Nate,
to
Nate
me.
explain, please.
Yu-Gi-Oh
God.
tournaments to penalize players for being smelly.
What?
It's time to deodorize.
that was good.
Nuh-uh.
This is
Is
true
that
though.
real?
Think about it though. Think about it.
It's so
you got
hilarious.
35-year-old men playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, how do you think they smell?
Yeah.
Not good.
Not like Polo Black, baby.
Hey, let's not disrespect them because they probably are the geniuses behind all the memes we've enjoyed this
Matt
I don't
Chile.
disrespect them, but you stink, motherfucker. All right.
Yeah, but they're the meme
Matt
creators,
Chile.
man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and nerds do run the world. Look at Bill
Got
Gates.
Lots of friends
Elon Musk.
over naturally.
Yeah. Elon Musk though doesn't have.
He's
Musk.
Elon Musk isn't musty.
He is not musky. He's got it. He's got his own musk.
No, but Musk is different than must.
damn.
Musk
There you go with the nerds running the world again.
There you go.
Musk is like a natural.
Hey, we get
male.
it. We get it. You went to college.
Regardless, though, these tournaments right here, just
Hilarious.
I don't plan on going to one of these.
It's hilarious.
Soon,
It's
as the
hilarious.
rest
This
of my
is like
life.
a tournament where
It's-
grown men
no.
get together and play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, it's
What's
the thing.
funny about this is that it's gotten to be such a problem. They had to release like an official statement saying we're going to penalize you if you stank like shit, which tells you all you need to know about the clientele that participates in Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments in 2019.
They funky.
Right,
It's
and
hard,
also
Kyra.
this is the least least surprising headline I've read in the past year.
Next meme.
Oh, that made me so freaking mad.
No, you know what you should have posted? The one that said
Paused.
that line
The
is
line is
paused.
paused.
Line is fucking paused.
You wait for 2
Did
damn
they come out and talk
hours.
about that? Did Fandango came out and talk about that shit?
Fandango?
I think it was more of an AMC thing.
AMC and Fandango both had issues.
Answer
like this.
to your crimes.
But I would never defend Fandango. You know how I feel
Man,
about Fandango.
God fucking damn.
You would never defend?
Yeah, they own Rotten Tomatoes. I don't defend
Yeah.
Fandango.
I
Boo,
like
Rotten Tomatoes.
Fandango, other than
He wrote
the
a whole
time
article
where they
against
did
him.
this and it pissed me off
They're
and I
against the
waited for
future.
3 hours.
This was crazy.
Yeah, I sent you.
Oh,
You
that.
had
wait.
all year to get your servers ready for this one day.
And then no.
Yeah, no,
This
but that
was
same
to
one,
stream-
man. 45 minutes later.
This was to streamline ticket sales for this movie. I don't think this had anything to do with their website. I think they were because they knew that it was going to be a ton of people buying these tickets at 7, 8 a.m.
I was there.
on that day.
I was there before this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Well, the reason why you got there before that was, or the reason why you got your ticket so quickly is because you got on there before everybody else
Yeah, you woke
waking up
up
at 8
early.
a.m. I went on there like 2 minutes after 8, and it was like, your wait time is more than 1 hour. I was like, what?
And then they connected her, and then they got to the part to the part.
got
If you've ever
all the
done
way to the
yeah,
part.
you ever done Fandango before? You can like pick the seats on Fandango, and then it just does that little circle thing where it's like loading.
To where you can
Did
choose
that,
your seats.
It did that for 15 minutes, and then right before that, it told her right at the bottom, once it's your turn, you will have 20 minutes to make a purchase. It kicked her out after 20 minutes.
Yep.
Shitty.
Garbage.
And I had to go through
Fucking
Damn.
garbage.
And then I tried to
Then
do
we-
it again.
And then it told us the line was paused. And then at that point, we said, "Fuck that! We're driving
going
to the
to the
theater."
movie theater.
And then we drove
Old
to the
school.
theater.
Yep.
And we
Was
bought
a lot
all
of
the
people up
tickets.
there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was a line of people when I walked through the door.
Hell yeah.
How'd you get it then? You waiting in line?
I
Yeah.
waited in line.
We waited in line. We
They
got
had
there.
the little kiosks open at the front to where
Yeah.
you can go up and
and
purchase
we
your
ordered the
tickets.
tickets.
And we got the tickets.
Yeah.
And
then,
we're actually all we're all pretty much together too.
Yeah, 11.
5 in the front row and then 6 in the row directly behind them.
It's gonna be hell of a
we're all gonna
Saturday,
be like
man.
in a little
It's
section.
be a hell of a Friday too.
and a Friday.
And
Friday
it's
morning.
Friday and
Yeah.
Saturday.
I'll probably
Oh,
sneak
God,
in the
it's gonna
theater
be
For
on
everybody
Sunday,
out
too.
there, I feel bad for you for not being early enough like I was to get these tickets.
Yeah, you ain't nerd
Sorry.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know how I found out the tickets were on sale though? It was 7:45. I went on ESPN real quick to check the scores, and I saw at the top the little logo at the top ad said
You were like,
game tickets
"Oh,
on sale.
word. Oh,
I was like,
word."
oh shit.
And you immediately was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I saw
because-
that I was
because
nobody
they
bought
sold
seats
out.
yet, and I just
This
bought it,
this is
dude.
about to be the highest grossing movie of all time, and it's not even going to be close.
So hear that, James Cameron? We're coming for you, Avatar.
Fuck Avatar.
Okay, here it is right here.
They said this is how Billy Ray Cyrus pulled up to the studio.
What do you-
Well,
What are your thoughts about that song, man?
want to hate it, can't. It's too amazing.
What do you think about it getting taken off the country billboard?
Trash. I love the
yeah, but
trolling
then they add
angle
Billy Ray
that they,
Cyrus
yeah.
and then they put him back on there.
Yeah, that's what's amazing. It's all.
Is it
it's-
back on in there?
I hope so.
I believe
don't know.
so.
I haven't
They're-
heard anything.
Yeah, Billboard's probably like, shit. What do we do? What do we do?
I think
What
that's
do we
where
do?
right now too.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. They're no matter what they do, they're fucked. If they put it back on, then they know
lose.
that what they're doing is the brilliant thing about the remix. Let me backtrack a little bit. The brilliant thing about the remix is that it's no different than the original, other than the feature. Like they didn't change
Nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't
All they did
change
was add
the
Billy Ray
instrumental.
in the first
All they did
part
was
of the
they
song.
all they did was they put a white dude, a country dude,
Well known.
in the fucking song. And if this shit goes back into the country billboard, then Billboard looks bad. If it doesn't, Billboard looks bad. No matter what Billboard does,
Billboard
they look
lost.
Who's
bad.
in charge
They
of
take an L.
determining like the genre of the song?
I feel like there was a
is
lot
that,
of country
is that Billboard's?
There's a lot of
Job?
country. You have a lot of country purists out there.
that didn't like it because he's like lean all in my bladder, boobies.
It
ain't
was.
bad,
I don't
or,
think it was
like,
necessarily about the lyrics. I think it was more about the arrangement of the
hip hop.
music.
It's hip hop, man.
Well, you got
They
a
don't
lot of
want
country
hip-hop
pop out there
yeah.
too that makes
Exactly.
Florida Georgia Line is a
So
pop
is
band
it
that does
country or is it pop or is it country pop?
There's probably country purists that hate
Like-
that shit too, but they probably hated
Oh, for
this
sure.
shit a little bit more. I can't imagine why.
what
but I
y'all
bet they
listening
did.
to? George Strait?
And it-
I
we-
can't imagine why, right?
Yeah.
Can't
Conway
imagine.
Twitty?
I wonder what it is.
And
I'm a
and-
country
and
purist.
also to get there, we're not talking. I know at some point I bring up Cowboy Troy. That's a little bit different here. With
Yes.
with this right here, and I can get to that one. That could be a podcast in its own day, but I'm not getting to it right now.
Don't go that deep.
Yeah, because that's
Country purists
I can
are
really
mad as
dive into
shit
that one right there.
now, man. They
But
mad as shit, and I love
what this
it.
man
I love
did,
it.
Lil Nas X, almost what I say dare created a brand new genre of music,
Country hip hop.
country trap.
Could it?
Is it trap?
Nah,
It maybe could be.
It got that 808 in there.
Because that shit
Yeah.
sounded too good. It sounded too good, man. It was too good. It was too
like
good.
that song.
I'm playing right after we get off this
Me
podcast.
and
Bro, I've
Nate
heard it.
literally
We've
played
listened
it
to it
over
like-
and
like
over and
25
over and over and
times.
over
I
and
played it
over.
today. The kids,
In the
they
past 5
requested now.
days.
They
love
like it?
Yeah, they love that shit.
Jenny was singing in
Yeah.
the kitchen. I was
Yeah.
like, "How you know that song?" She's like, "Girl, it's stuck in my head."
Yeah.
That's
That's
how you know
exactly,
it's good.
exactly,
It's a
man.
good
That's
ass
how you know
song.
it's good.
And
then
Billboard
and then-
fucked up.
Yeah, and
They did.
Billy Ray made it even better. And then he did it, and he probably knew what he was
I
contributing
feel
to.
like I
This
know
whole like putting
more.
Billboard in a corner, and that's why Billy Ray is being so embraced right now.
I speak on behalf of every black person out there when I say that Billy Ray Cyrus is invited to the cookout.
Are we just gonna speed past the fact that this man's name is selling food stamps?
I mean, this is, that just sets us back
I
another.
just
that just sets us back 20 years
yeah.
right
You
there.
should, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take
Hell,
away
I'll
the
buy
fact
some food
that,
stamps.
Hold a second.
Billy Ray came in like
Hold on, at DMV, Elijah? DMV? Oh, come on, baby. You ain't from up the street doing all that.
Hey,
Oh,
you know
damn.
what? I don't care. I don't care where he's from. I
You
don't
know
care,
what, DMV
I don't care
Elijah,
what-
salute to you.
I don't care what his handle is. It doesn't change the fact that Billy Ray came in like Ghost Rider and Spitfire.
did,
on
man.
The track, man.
I was like, man, I forgot Billy Ray could kind of sing a little bit.
Yeah, Billy Ray killed that shit.
He did. Anyway,
Next meme.
I'm a country fan now.
Okay, Nate, last meme too. Please take this over. What
You
is
want
this?
me to explain this shit?
The nobody
I'm
meme.
so confused.
I can't explain this shit.
Explain
That's
the nobody meme
part-
and go from there.
All right, so the nobody means like ain't nobody asking anybody to say anything, and then the following statement, this is for you, Kyra, is the people are doing something without anybody asking them to do it. That's the whole point of the nobody memes, right? Look at this man with peanut butter all over his face.
Okay.
That's some crackhead shit.
That's the whole point of this meme. Is that
Is
some
that he's a
shit.
crackhead? What's the nobody part?
Nobody was asking for it.
Nobody's
But his crackhead
yeah.
is doing this. Look at that. You got the can right there, Skippy.
Yeah, you get
it's
it?
all over his face.
Yeah.
Nobody was just like, and then crackheads were like, "Look at me, put peanut butter on my face."
And no girl in the back, so she's just trying to get.
Acting like she ain't
Wait,
seen
she's waiting on the
that.
Uber.
She is
She ain't seen that.
She's acting exactly how all three of us would be in that
She's
same
like,
scenario, which is I'm not about. I am minding
Let me
my
call
own
Muhammad.
goddamn business. man.
Mohammed, this is your Uber.
This is your customer.
Uber
Move the pen
customer.
around the corner.
Yeah. No, I'll tip you $10 if you get here like in now, please. I don't know what's about to happen, but it can't be
There's
good.
a crackhead with peanut
I'm
butter in
real
front of
nervous.
me.
I can't make sense out of what I just looked at, man. I can't. You asked me to make sense out of that. I can't. I don't know.
Another great podcast.
Beautiful.
That's it. 20 memes. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Talk about everything.
Fantastic.
Most
Go on a second.
wonderful.
We didn't mention everything.
Yeah, winners here.
Oh,
Nate, what do you have draped around your shoulder for the people? Let's go ahead and throw it up to the camera.
winter is coming.
Oh, we talking about
There it is right there.
Targaryens, man. Hold on.
Take a look at that.
If you think.
Oof.
I pledge allegiance to House Stark.
Yeah, well, you pledge allegiance to losers.
Can we?
We're on the same
do we
team
wanna
now, baby.
Do we
I
want
mean,
to
we are.
theorize, or is that?
Nah, it's next week. We got next week.
No, we're just building up anticipation.
I can't
Hype.
take it no more.
You know what?
Yeah, we got 1 week. It's been so the long
I'm
winter's
sick of
almost over.
George R. Martin's fat
Yeah.
ass making us wait.
Considering how much of a fan of Thanos you were, I'm surprised that you didn't find a banner for the White Walkers and drape that shit on yourself.
You know what? Last movie I
Like,
rooted for Thanos. This
all
movie,
men must
I'm
die.
not rooting for Thanos anymore.
Why'd you
Interesting.
I'm not.
root for Thanos?
You getting
I wanted to
soft.
see the snap.
You getting soft.
You wanted to see the snap, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean you root for him.
Yeah, I rooted for Thanos. I wore a Thanos shirt to the movie. I rooted for Thanos.
Who you rooting for in Game of Thrones?
Because
there's no
Nate-
end game.
Nate
Whoever
brought
loses,
up an interesting
loses.
point.
That's true.
Nate said, "How come Thanos, instead of killing half the people on the planet, why didn't he just double the resources?"
So that wasn't originally my thing.
It wasn't, and I'll tell you
At
why.
all.
I'll tell you why it's a
Because
bad
it
one
doesn't
right
address
there.
the problem.
Because greed is the problem. You make more
And
shit.
guess what? People
So-
still gonna have sex and they still gonna
No,
procreate.
the pain of loss
And
is what
the-
he expected to
and the-
teach them.
And okay, so that doesn't mean that people aren't gonna start having sex again
life,
and
life
procreating.
was going unchecked. He had to check life, and he did.
I'm
Let
just
'em know.
telling you,
It was a reset to the universe.
It was a
reboot.
reset so that we could just end up right back where we were.
Well, eventually, but Thanos will be there because he lives for thousands of years.
And then he'll just do another
He's
snap.
a celestial. He can snap again.
Why doesn't he get snapped away?
He probably didn't. Wow, he want himself to get snapped away.
Yeah.
I got
how
the
are you
powers of the
special?
stones. You got the power of the stones.
That to me
Make a
sounds
wish.
less
Selfish.
about.
Oh
yes.
no! You want to talk about sacrifice? He sacrificed Gamora.
Gamora. Yeah, there you go.
He already
lost a
he
lot-
understands
Oh
sacrifice.
my God!
He cried.
No, okay.
He cried.
He was
could,
super sad.
I could kill a fly right now and cry.
No, Mantis put her little mantis hands
okay,
on his
no.
head and said, "He's
Nope.
in anguish."
Nope.
He was very
sad.
sad. He was very sad.
Don't care.
That's his little baby.
He's a
girl.
sympathetic character.
He's his little
That's
baby girl.
wonderful. He murdered half the
He's the
universe.
greatest villain of superhero cinema of all
April's
time.
gonna be a great month.
Ted
God,
Bundy
it's gonna be
murdered
greatest,
32 women, and we don't give a shit about him.
Oh,
But
no.
Thanos
We
murdered
still talking
half
about
the
Ted
freaking
Bundy.
Universe.
Zac Efron's playing
30,
him.
30 years later, we're still talking about Ted
I heard
Bundy.
it was good. Honestly,
I haven't seen the trailer
They're
yet.
making a
but I hear
movie.
it's great.
They're making Netflix documentaries. They're making,
Hulu?
I assume, porn parodies.
Ew, what?
Probably happening.
I don't know. We're at that
They
time.
still talking about
Yeah,
Ted
let's just
Bundy.
Hey,
call it.
Yeah,
next
go
week.
ahead.
Next week we'll do the podcast. We'll do Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Easy.
Wait, when
Dude.
is
Game of Thrones
okay.
starts at
Sing
9
it,
p.m.
baby.
Eastern.
Sing it.
Sing what?
Game of Thrones.
No.
Oh, you shy now? Getting shy in front of the camera?
Just a little
Okay,
bit.
listen. We're gonna do the podcast after,
No, before.
before.
It's got to
Yeah.
be before.
Yeah, I need to be in my butt downstairs in the seat. At least 15 minutes prior.
I don't know if.
Don't
I
worry,
wanna
we'll
be-
work it out.
We'll work it out.
Okay,
Work it out.
we might do the podcast Saturday because I need to be in my comfort zone. I need to just be in my house.